Yo, what is going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another 2K video. So today, guys, following on from my overpowered emerald squad that I did a couple of weeks ago, today we are going to be jumping in to an overpowered sapphire squad. So if you guys are budget ballers out there, you haven't got hours and hours to spend on this game, you haven't got loads of money to spend on packs, this is the video for you. Some of these sapphires are amazing. I still use quite a lot of them in my main team and for domination and even online in Myteam Unlimited. So a lot of these guys you are going to need to get. Most of them are reward tokens, which is brilliant because the sapphire board is so easy to get. Tokens that you need to get the sapphire board are not hard to come by at all, and the other sapphires that are auctionable are all the ones from the current day collections, so they are dirt cheap. So before we get into this, a couple of notable mentions was the Sapphire Kobe from the rookie set and the Sapphire KD as well. Both of them pretty decent cards, not amazing though, so I thought for the actual price tag they had, it just was not worth putting them in to this squad. So let's get into this at the one. It's not going to be a surprise who this is going to be. It is of course going to be little Daniel Gibson. This guy has been a god since the game came out. Obviously he is absolutely unreal offensively. As you can see, I've played 80 games with this guy and he drops 18 points and he shoots well over 50% from 3-point range. He's got 3 gold badges and he has got some insane stats. For a card that you can get for just collecting 100 cards, you pick up this guy for free with an open shot 3 of a 93. We've got great driving stats as well, with an 88 driving layup and a 70 driving dunk, which is decent for someone who is 6'2". 85 free throw, along with a decent draw foul at 79. So if you drive inside, he is going to be able to finish around the rim and take contact to draw those fouls. But shooting wise, he is amazing. He has one of the best releases. It's so easy to green, it's so easy to time it. The only place this card falls down is of course on defense. We've got the 63 shot contest, which is pretty awful. But if you just want this guy to shoot, if you just want to run and jack up threes with him, that is what he's going to do with 88 speed as well. He's going to be up and down the court so fast. So if you wanted to, you could slap limitless range on this guy as well, and he would be even more deadly from deep. So Daniel Gibson at the 1, you cannot go wrong with that. So at the 2, it is a toss-up between Iman Shumpert and Mario over here, but I am going to side with Mario to begin with, just because I have had some problems with Shumpert's release, but I have heard he is very nice indeed. So this guy comes with 3 nice shooting badges: corner specialist, catch and shoot, and deep range deadeye. Have played 17 games with him, averages 8 points, which is alright, and he does shoot way over 50%. That's like 75% from 3-point range. He's got such a nice release, as we can see on the shooting stats. A 91 open 3. He's not as good as driving inside, with only a 78 driving layup, so you don't really want to be driving in with this guy, but you definitely want to be shooting, especially if you are beyond the arc, because he is so nice and he's got such a good release, as I mentioned. Again, another player that does kind of let you down defensively, but at least he is a bit taller than Daniel Gibson, and he is 6'5" compared to the 6'2". So it's a bit of an improvement, but he's obviously quite a bit slower with 76 speed. But with these sapphires, you're not going to be having a player that can do everything. You're going to have to take some sacrifices. In at the small forward position, it is a player from a current day collection, and it is Jayson Tatum, a fan favourite from early doors. For the first few weeks, a lot of people ran with this card just because it was so cheap and it is so easy to play with. So I have only played 10 games with him, but even still he shoots over 50% from deep and from the field. But I have played more with him on my second account. If you do see any of these players I talk about with 0 games played, it is because I have used them on my second account and just not on my main account here. So he does come with 3 bronze badges, which is pretty good for a sapphire. So he can drive inside, he can draw fouls, he's got good shooting for mid-range, good shooting for the outside, and a decent driving dunk at an 84. Again, defensively not great, and speed is pretty average, but he is a player that can do a little bit of everything. He's even got okay rebounding for a small forward. So, moving on to the power forward position. Who are we going to have here? We are going to have Derrick Coleman. This guy, 6'10", very nice indeed. I played 33 games with Derrick Coleman. He's got 3 gold badges. Pick and popper is a very nice one, and that is what you are going to be using this guy to do. As you can see, I don't attempt many threes per game, but when I attempt them, he makes them. I believe his three-pointer is an 85. Let's just check on that. So, yes, it is 85, 84 mid-range, and not bad for driving as well. And he's got a bit of post-game as well with a 79 post-fade. But, yeah, his release for an 85 open three, it is so smooth. It's so easy to green. It's not super quick, so you do have time to get things right. On defense, 82 block, which is very good, but a 52 shot contest is pretty awful, I'm not going to lie. But decent rebounding with an 85 defensive rebounding, and not too bad on the speed for a power forward at 70. So out of all 4 of these guys, they do lack quite a bit defensively, but you are getting great scoring from all 4 of them, which is what you want, because at the center position you're going to have Manute Bol, and he is going to be your rock in the paint, obviously standing at 7'7". If he's in the paint, nobody's going to be getting anything past him. We've got 3 gold badges on here. You could badge him up even more, put like rim protector on him, hustle rebounder, all of those badges, and he would become even more of a god. So we played 27 games with him. He averages 5 points, around 6 boards, 5 assists, and 3 blocks per game, which is insane. 3 blocks per game with someone who's 7'7". It shouldn't be a surprise, really, but it still is. So, obviously, you do not want to be driving with this card. If you're driving inside of the paint with Manute Bol, you are doing something wrong with your life. Like, don't do that. But if he is under the hoop, 92 standing layup and a standing dunk of an 80, not too bad at all. Open shot 3, of course, at a 72. Manute Bol can knock down the three-pointer. He can't hit a mid-range to save his life, but step outside the arc and he can do bits. So, defensively, 92 shot contest, 92 block, and 85 and 87 for his rebounding are incredible. Obviously, speed, he is slow as anything. It's painful to watch this guy move up and down the court. But defensively, he is your rock. So the other 4 guys lack a bit, but if someone beats him off the dribble and drives into the paint, you're going to have Manute Bol down low to reject anybody who goes in. Right, okay, moving on to the bench. So, point guard all the way to Sapphire. We are going to be having Dee Brown here. Now, this guy, 6'1", he is one of the fastest players in the game with one of the best driving dunks in the game as well. So, driving inside, we've got an 86 driving layup, and we've got a 92 driving dunk with a 90 contact dunk. That is disgusting. We've got an 85 open 3, 86 mid-range as well, and a decent post fade at a 75. So if you come across a point guard who is lacking your defense, like a Daniel Gibson, you could just take him down in the post, knowing that his fade, knowing that his contest, is not going to affect you too much. So Dee Brown, very nice indeed. Good ball control at an 86. Not the best on defense, as we have found with most of these players, but decent speed at an 84. So Dee Brown, very nice for a bit of scoring coming off the bench. Now, we already know who this is going to be. Shumpert. Oh, some people love this card, but I just cannot get along with it. I played 4 games on this account with him. I have played more on my other account. But as you can see there, 3.5 three-pointers tempted, and he's made 0.7. That is a horrendous percentage. I just cannot get his shooting right. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's me. It's probably me, but I just can't get along with him. So we probably will not use him much more for the rest of the year, but statistics wise, this card should be amazing. 82 open 3, 88 driving dunk, very nice indeed, and an 88 driving layup. But shot contest, we've finally got someone who can play a bit of defense. 73 with an 89 steal, which is very nice, and 87 speed, so he is rapid. Moving on to the small forward position, we are going to have Tyreke Evans. Not a player that you will see all that much, that is for sure. But driving layup of a 92. Draw foul 89. Shot close 88 is good. 75 mid-range and a 79 3 ball. So he can hit both if he is open. Got great ball control, great passing, decent defense, again at a 73 shot contest, and good speed as well. For a small forward, pretty impressive all-round card for Tyreke Evans. And of course, he is part of a current day collection, so he is dirt cheap. Moving on to the power forward position for the Sapphire, and it's going to be a Jeffries. This guy is very much a good defensive player, 6'11", so one of the taller players on the squad, apart from, of course, Manute Bol. So we've got a nice three-pointer on him at a 75 with a good release, so it does feel a little bit better than that. Alright at driving, not the best, as you can see. Not the best at shooting it. It's got an 80 mid-range, which is okay, but defensively, this card is fantastic. 86 shot contest with a 78 block, so that's not bad either. And we've got good rebounding at 78 and good speed, amazing speed for a power forward. With 6'11", we've got 80 speed with 85 vertical as well. That is very nice indeed. And then at the centre position, it is a toss-up between Ralph LaFrentz and Sean Bradley. So if you want another ridiculously tall, overpowered giant in there, you want to go with Sean Bradley. But if you want someone who can stretch the floor and knock down the three ball with a 92 three-pointer, then you should go with this guy here. He is, of course, only 6'11", so if you did want a massive giant centre, he is going to let you down a bit. He's got an amazing block, but shot contest is not the best, so I would prefer Sean Bradley. So you're always going to have a massive body in the paint. Nobody is going to be scoring in the paint if you've got these tires. I mean, fuck it. Why not just run them both in there? Have the Twin Towers in the paint there. Nobody would score then. But for the bench unit, that's a very solid and good defensive lineup with Tyreke Evans, Jeffries, Bradley and Shumpert all being decent on defense. So, and all of them can contribute on the offensive end as well. So, in my next video, I will have a gameplay with this, but we've already dragged on quite a while yapping about all of these guys. So, if I did miss anybody out, if you've got a favourite Sapphire player that I haven't mentioned, do let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video and leave a like for part 2. So be sure to subscribe. So please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.